Welcome back to another edition of RawGameplay.com, where the only thing we like raw is our video gameplay, as usual. I'm one of your hosts, Michael C. Hurdle, Xbox 360 gamer tag Avix Studio.
I'm Corey Ashley, Xbox 360 gamer tag Neo Supreme.
That's right, Neo Supreme. How's everything? Hell, Happy New Year, first of all, dude.
Yeah, to everybody out there, too, man.
That's right. It's 2009. Raw Gameplay has actually made it to 2009. Very grateful.
And you're with us still.
And you're definitely with us. We've been checking the website. The websites, you guys have been hitting the website, so we're very happy for that.
Appreciate that.
What we want to do, like I said, let's just get straight to the meat because we have so much to talk about. We don't want to waste any time rambling. We want to do our picks of 2008 games that we've played and liked and disliked for 2008.
Yeah.
And it's pretty interesting because we put a list here. Our production manager has actually put a list here together for us so we can look at it. You guys can't see it, of course, because it's television and internet.
That's right.
So
it's supposed to be magic.
It's supposed to be magic.
Doing on TV.
So if you see us do this,
Yeah, it's not roaches and nothing on the floor. We're just still, trying to
we're just looking at the list.
Do next
because the list is serious. Anyway, we figured at RawGameplay.com we would start the new year off for 2009 with last year's 2008's pick that got us all the way to 2009.
Yeah, favorite picks and most popular picks and stuff like that.
That's right. The game that's held us down for 2008. And one of my personal favorites, I like to start off with Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Your favorites there.
Definitely. You start off as Bishop, and you have two of your soldiers with you. I forgot his name. One of them is Khan or Chan, a Chinese dude and a black dude. Okay, whatever. Let's just get straight.
They're kind of annoying sometimes.
Very annoying. But what I liked about Rainbow Six Vegas 2, if I have to say like or dislike, I would definitely say love Rainbow Six Vegas 2. You got to go pick it up. That was a 2008 game. It came out in January, March. In March of 2008, still popping right now, and just go out and get it and you'll see what I'm talking about, right? So we just leave it at that.
That's right.
Move on to the next
game was one of the biggest ones still. Grand Theft Auto 4.
Oh my goodness! Up to this minute, Grand Theft.
Up to this minute.
I know you play Grand Theft Auto more than I do.
I played the hell out of Grand Theft. Everybody was waiting for this title to come through. It's set in a fake New York City, Liberty City. Had different landmarks and areas where everybody who's native to New York knows about. Has Nico Bellic, the new main guy, has multiplayer, which is very, very awesome online.
Nice.
Same kind of mayhem what you expect. They're gonna come out with an expansion pack pretty soon. Pretty much it was like one of the biggest games, still one of the biggest games that's still out there for all consoles.
When did Grand Theft Auto drop? Let's look at the list because we're looking at the list.
I think it was April.
It's April of 2008. Yes. So pick up Grand Theft Auto. That's one of our picks for the year of 2008. Moving on to the next game on the list.
It's what I played more was Iron Man. It wasn't one of the big blockbusters of games as it was equal to the film, but for the first Iron Man game, a standalone character, it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty decent. It could have been a lot better, as most movie-made games are, but it actually wasn't bad. It was decent enough just to pick up or rental or borrow from somebody.
Yeah, of course. I rocked the demo when it first came out before I bought the game, and even though it was actually like the movie. Yeah. You were in the desert, you were shooting things up. It was a good game. It's not like Superman. I'll tell you much. Do not pick up Superman.
So if you give Superman to somebody, it will cause a war.
Yeah, of course. So just to say that, just that much. But like I said before, we have so many picks here across this deck here that we can't really stay on one game too much. But we're just actually reminiscing off of 2008 games, what made us smile and what made us vex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So put it like that. So moving on to the next game on the list is
Bourne Conspiracy.
The Bourne Conspiracy. Now that's your game, man.
Bourne Conspiracy, another great title. The only beef I don't have, but a lot of people say it's too short, but sometimes things in life are better when it's just short and sweet. Bourne Conspiracy had a lot of great action, a great vibe, and a whole lot of good energy to it because, it was fast-paced, it wasn't boring. They didn't want to overcomplicate the shooting aspect of it and the driving aspect of everything. They wanted to keep it to close combat. If you want to keep it far quarters with guns, they also have that too. You can, take the time to snipe people, but the game was awesome. The game is awesome.
Definitely. I like the game. I like this, how the only thing I didn't like about the game actually was well, it wasn't even that much of a big deal. So let me not complain. It's when he used to just disappear for no reason. You're walking and he disappears. I guess because the camera was trying to go too far away. But besides that, the cinema scenes, awesome. The gameplay, awesome. The fighting scenes, awesome. The visuals, awesome. So I just definitely say Bourne Conspiracy.
The music score, everything was top.
Everything was good. So we got to give that a thumbs up because we and Rainbow Six, thumbs up. What's the other one?
Iron Man is okay.
Iron Man, we don't hate it. You can go pick it up. up if you have a couple dollars in your piggy bank.
Yeah.
Iron Man, definitely. What else? The Bourne Conspiracy, definitely thumbs up for 2008.
Yes.
For past
yes.
2008 games.
Next one was like a highly anticipated title, but it just didn't deliver, like cold pizza that you were waiting for like 2 hours. Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark. I tell you what was disappointed about that game, because when I actually looked at a couple of websites that actually the people who made Alone in the Dark, they showed you, they made a big deal about the physics and how you can take you can pick up a piece of wood and hover it against some fire. The wood will become on fire. Then you can walk with it and then light something else.
Yeah.
The dynamics and the physics.
Everybody was waiting for that to see, you know, our current gen consoles get kind of pushed a little bit more. But probably that's the same thing that was the biggest thing anticipated for it was the biggest downfall.
I think it was the biggest downfall
because it caused a lot of glitches out the box.
When we went to the Xbox forums, that's all we heard was people complaining about
glitches.
All of a sudden you'll see
of the physics,
tornadoes for no reason, of garbage flying around. You know, it's like, you know what it was? It was a game where I don't think they put enough time into the game.
Into the QA, really.
You know, that's what it was. And but if they had sat down and just rocked it a little bit and put a little bit of love into it, then they would have probably got the complete opposite of that. Yeah. So, Alone in the Dark for 2008, I'm gonna have to say a thumbs down. What about you?
I would say a thumbs down.
Just because of the bad physics and just because of all the complaints in the Xbox forum. So, sorry. Hopefully they're making Alone in the Dark 2, and then we can move on and just forget about Alone in the Dark Part 1. What's next on the list, my man?
Moving on to another big one.
What's that?
Force Unleashed.
Oh, yes, the Star Wars Force Unleashed. That is a very nice game. Yeah. You actually played Star Wars Force Unleashed more than I have.
It's great. It's like, for all the people that were kind of skeptical about how the storyline is, because a lot of people, you know, Star Wars Force Unleashed is part of Star Wars Galaxy. No one would want, you know, something to come up, you know, a new developer come up and put their own story and 2 cents in, and it not being accurate.
Right.
But everything that has Star Wars on it, even games, has George Lucas's stamp of approval on it.
Right.
So even though, yes, it is a canonized part of the story, which means, you know, it could be an alternate reality, they meshed it in really good. The physics were good.
Yes.
The powers were good. The boards were good. The storyline was beautiful.
Yes.
And, you know, they also have a fight with Darth Vader.
And what's the robot name?
Which one? I forgot the trainer robot that you
The trainer robot. You have to fight the trainer robot. He turns into a couple of different characters in there.
That's a big surprise for people out there.
That is a huge. Now it's not a surprise anymore because it's 2008 and it's time to move on. So if we ruin it for you guys are actually late.
That's right.
You should have picked up Star Wars Force Unleashed a long time ago.
That's your fault.
Okay, yeah.
But pick it up still anyways.
Yeah, I mean, for Star Wars Force Unleashed, for my little 2 cents in it, I liked it. I was playing the demo until it came out because actually we ain't really had no money to buy the game, but we got past that.
Rocked the hell out the demo.
The demo got rocked to death. I actually had a contest with myself to see how fast I can start the demo and end it. So, you know, I was like, I'm a loser, son.
Now
that I look at it.
You're not the only one.
But no, physics is good. I like the way he walks around with his lightsaber behind him like he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
He's be lifting up.
Well, he is a cool dude.
Yeah, well, he is a cool dude.
Who's a cool can't do that stuff. But let's go on for Star Wars. That's like a whole episode by itself.
That's like, we could talk about that forever.
Like we have Pure.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Pure. You know what? As far as my 2 cents when it comes to Pure, I had Pure for the PlayStation 3 and for the Xbox 360. They both play the same way, but the controller scheme you had a little bit of trouble with the PlayStation 3.
It's like, you know what it was? I think it's the weight of the Xbox 360 controller. Not trying to hate or bash PS3. It's just like I feel like the feel of the Xbox controller in my hand a lot better.
Is a lot. You know why? Because here I have the original PlayStation 3 controller and no rumble or anything. Because when I went to GameStop, unfortunately,
can't believe you.
For real, I should just get kicked
right now.
For real, I won't even be mad if you walked off. I went to GameStop, but let me stop at GameStop. I went to GameStop. I say I want this controller because I needed 2 of them. He said we don't even sell these anymore. So it's probably the controller, but let's not even stare off of
we're straying a bit.
Yeah, from from Pure. Off-road ATV game.
Yes.
And
a lot of stunts.
And a lot of stunts. You gotta build up your stunt points. You got and then the more stunts you do equals the more stunts you can do.
Yeah.
And the more harder and complex the stunts are. So I mean, like I said before, we can't really go